Is the Metaverse Web 3.0? Some tech-savvy individuals consider Metaverse to be Web 3.0, while others consider it to be Web 2.0. Due to a lack of information, they cannot eliminate the risky idea of the gray region, and the blockchain concept, the overlapping part between Meta and Web 3.0, is still in its infancy stage. It wasn't invented during the information technology revolution or the rise of the Internet. Even indirect users used to believe that faxing was comparable to sending an email. There still needs to be more clarity among people regarding the difference between computer applications and computer science. To reiterate, please accept my greetings as you enter this new era of the technological world. It's like trying to catch lightning in a bottle if you expect most people to have a crystal clear notion of the freshly developed system. If Internet citizens or users are knowledgeable about the trajectory of the Internet, then they are familiar with the terms Metaverse and Web3 both individually and in combination. These two words dominated the conversation on several social media platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. In addition, when people in the world of the Internet and technology try to understand Metaverse better, talks on Web3 are also quite important. In addition, these ideas would make a large and lasting contribution to the development of connections in the future. As a result, it is essential to give some thought to the distinctions between and applications for the end of the technological world. Meta and Web3, although they are connected in some respects, depict different processes. Let's break down the key differences between these two subjects, even though, at first look, they appear similar. What is Web 3.0? The concept of Web 3.0 was coined by Sir Tim Berners-Lee in 2005 when he predicted that computers would be used to a greater extent alongside the Internet. He based his prediction on the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP, one of the core protocols needed for sending information from one computer to another across a network connection via the Internet. Decentralized protocols such as blockchain, which is the technology that enables Bitcoin transactions to take place, will be utilized in the revolution that is Web 3.0. This organization hopes that, by addressing the core concerns of data ownership and control, it will be possible to address some of the most significant obstacles and deficiencies of the modern Internet age. Let's look at everything from a vantage point that's slightly different. At this time, a significant proportion of the world's population is extremely reliant on the Internet-related services offered by large technological businesses. In contrast to Google, Apple, and Amazon, these organizations impose restrictions on the services their customers can use and serve as an intermediary between those customers and fulfilling their needs. Web3, on the other hand, is a decentralized network that does not necessitate authorization. To put it another way, Internet service providers cannot force their will on the individuals who utilize their services. In addition, they do not act as mediators between users and the requirements that they have. Main components of Web3. Blockchain network. The blockchain, primarily associated with the virtual currency Bitcoin, is not just a speculative investment opportunity. It is also a network that contains protocols that will become the foundation of Web 3.0. This blockchain organizes and stores information in a manner that makes it possible to transfer funds from one person to another without an intermediary element and to verify where this information came from in an immutable manner because of the use of encryption techniques and mathematical principles. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, which is an application in Web 3.0, improves interactions between people and facilitates information exchange. It is a technology that allows humans to interact with digital devices in a way that appears natural and free of errors. Just like any other means of communication, AI can be used by anyone with a web browser or through a smartphone or tablet app. AR and VR. Augmented reality and virtual reality are two terms that are considered by many to be the next big things in the world of technology. These two elements of technology, which have been around for a long time, can assist people in solving problems and making better decisions when used together with AI. In the future, these elements will be the main way we interact with computers at home or work. Characteristics of Web3. Decentralized. The biggest difference between Web3 and previous versions of the Internet that we have seen is that it is decentralized. By being structured differently than its predecessors, the information stored in Web3 has a very limited chance of being altered by any government or agency. The data on Web3 can be controlled by individuals who have access to it instead of central programmers or corporate officials. Private. Blockchain technology also allows for complete privacy to be enjoyed by all users. The encryption that allows for various data sources to be transferred and stored securely is one of the main reasons privacy is made possible on Web3. Very few resources on the existing internet can be considered completely secure and private. Still, the blockchain on Web3 will allow all online information to remain completely open to its users. Permissionless. Permissionless networks operate without the need for permission to use them. The concept of permissionless networks is important when considering the benefits that they may have over traditional internet platforms. On Web3, users can enjoy complete freedom when using various applications and content that can be accessed through an internet connection on the network without being restricted by any third-party organizations or governments. Secure. Decentralized networks like Web3 will allow consumers and businesses to enjoy a higher degree of security when using an internet connection. The greatest benefit they will have is the ability to maintain complete privacy and fully control their data and any transactions that take place. Functional. Another major benefit of Web3 is that it allows for certain functions to be carried out much more securely than the current internet makes possible. For instance, it will be far easier for an individual in a third-world country to obtain their birth certificate through Web3 than if they use the current internet. Web3 will be able to help people in regions where corruption is extremely prevalent to gain an education and access services that they could not otherwise gain. What is Metaverse? Metaverse is a blockchain-based ecosystem that can power many decentralized applications. Eric Gu, the founder of ViewFin, an organization with extensive experience in the Chinese market in developing software and mobile applications, created it. Metaverse wants to use artificial intelligence, smart contracts, and digital identities to become the foundation upon which all current internet infrastructure can be replaced with a more private, secure, and open network than anything we have seen. Applications of Metaverse. Virtual reality. Decentralized 3D virtual reality will be made possible with the introduction of Metaverse. Other blockchain-based platforms have explored this technology, but it has never been utilized fully. Metaverse wants to make it possible for people to move freely around virtual worlds without having to worry about any restrictions or limitations in how they interact with their environment. Video games. One of the main industries that Metaverse could power is the video game industry. This is because developers can use a wide range of tools and resources securely stored within its platform. Developers will be able to easily create their games, as well as their virtual worlds, without having to worry about any restrictions imposed on them by any organization. Hardware technology. Metaverse is also able to provide a platform for the development of hardware technology. For example, Metaverse wants to offer a secure environment for virtual reality and augmented reality devices to operate on. Still, it also wants to offer solutions that allow the creation of entirely new types of devices. Software technology. Metaverse is also able to help with the development of software technology. Developers can use Metaverse to create smart contracts that are easier to manage and more secure than currently available. Social media. One of Metaverse's biggest goals is to work with popular social media sites so that they can use the blockchain for their business. This would be a whole new direction for social media and the internet in general, and it would help ensure that users can enjoy even more privacy than they are currently provided with. Government applications. The government could also use Metaverse to securely store all of its data while ensuring it is completely decentralized. This would be particularly useful in countries where corruption is the norm and people cannot trust any information that originates from the government. Differences between Web3 and Metaverse. Metaverse is still in development, whereas Web3 has been operating since 2016. Metaverse is community-driven, whereas Web3 was developed by a relatively small number of individuals and companies. Metaverse has its native token, MVT, which runs on the Ethereum network. whereas Web3's token, ERC20, will run on the Ethereum network. People enter the metaverse using Web3, which functions similarly to how a car operates on a road. This is the primary distinction between the two technologies. The goal of Web3 is to give users and the community power over the web through decentralized ownership and control, which will be accomplished by placing the web in their hands. On the other side, the metaverse is a shared digital world that does not care who owns it and enables people to connect, construct economies, and interact in real time. In addition, the metaverse is not bound by physical space. The metaverse uses augmented reality, virtual reality, and digital currency, whereas Web3 is built on blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. This is because Web3 is a decentralized platform that is not subject to the ownership or influence of any major corporations. The applications of both are distinct from one another as well. Web3 is an entirely new set of guidelines for how users and administrators of the internet should conduct themselves. The worlds of gaming, social networking, shopping, and other experiences make up what is known as the metaverse. With metaverse, the definition of digital identity will be redefined to include digital asset ownership. Metaverse also helps manage users' digital assets through a smart digital identity wallet. Finally, it helps users independently control their wealth through peer-to-peer transactions. Common ground between Web3 and the metaverse. Metaverse has been the target of several comparisons to Web3, a blockchain-based platform. This is because both Metaverse and Web3 are making similar claims about their technology. Web3 has been developed to put all users in control of their data and give them back their privacy. The goal is for each user to have the power to choose how others use their information. Both Metaverse and Web3 also want to make it possible for users to easily buy digital assets without worrying about the security of their personal information. Users can buy digital assets through a trusted peer-to-peer exchange and manage and trade those assets to their heart's content. Web3 and the metaverse are intertwined and cannot be separated. Even though Web3 is still commonly thought of as decentralized, the metaverse remains present in surface and deep webs. However, centralized social media platforms will continue to control the metaverse. Both are based on cutting-edge technology that will continue to advance. Both the metaverse and Web3 share a foundation in the semantic web. The development of a sophisticated user interface will rely heavily on artificial intelligence, AI, another essential part of both technologies. Many technological improvements with blockchain provide common ground with other technologies. This is true in both the financial and the general sense. Every new blockchain idea is evaluated to determine if it has the potential to become a module that can be integrated into the Web3 engine, which will power metaverse goods and services. Both Web3 and the metaverse are in their infancy at this point. The finished items won't be available for several years and may look very different from originally envisioned because technological advancements don't always keep pace with their intended applications. Conclusion: Web3 and the metaverse will use blockchain technology to improve how people interact with almost everything they do on the internet. However, they are developed with somewhat different mindsets. The metaverse is meant to be used as a platform that resembles traditional networks like Facebook and Twitter, while Web3 seeks to create something entirely new. Web3 will enhance the functionality of existing social media websites and applications. At the same time, Metaverse aims to eventually replace them all by becoming an entirely new operating system for social media. Decentralized networks will take the place of centralized networks with the help of Metaverse and Web3 technology. Both technologies will be able to coexist peacefully and work for hand in hand to help improve the way individuals communicate online.